It's Severe Weather Awareness Week in Iowa. Storm Team 3 is diving into severe weather and how you and your family can prepare now for the season ahead.
When it comes to severe weather, many of our first thoughts go to tornadoes as they can cause quite a bit of devastation. That was the case last week in Mississippi. There are also other hazards that the National Weather Service and KIMT alert to when it comes to severe weather, including large hail, damaging wind gusts, and flash flooding. Let's start with tornadoes. They are violent, rotating columns of air that can produce quite a bit of damage depending upon their strength. The enhanced Fujita scale is used to rate the severity of a tornado based upon that damage, and the scale ranges from 0 to 5. Most of the tornadoes reported are the weaker EF0s and EF1s, but it's the 4s and the 5s that cause the most destruction. Then there's straight line winds, which can be sometimes derechos, as we all know. Back in August of 2020, a powerful derecho swept across Iowa, producing extensive damage with wind gusts reported over 100 miles per hour. And lastly, large hail can also be destructive to life and property. Hailstones can grow to the size of baseballs and softballs, and some have even been larger. These are all ways that severe weather can be damaging and life-threatening, and now that we know about these hazards, meteorologist Sean McAday is here with how you can prepare and stay alert.
When it comes to staying safe when weather strikes, getting the proper alert is key. But sometimes it can be a bit confusing between all the different types of weather and alerts, so I reached out to the National Weather Service in Des Moines to help break it down.
If an area is at risk of seeing severe weather, they're typically going to be put into a watch. And then the criteria for warning is we're seeing severe weather headed towards your area, and it's imminent or already occurring. So you need to take action as quickly as possible.
But what good are these alerts if you don't have any way to receive them? Luckily, there's a whole smorgasbord of ways to do so. You can go with the tried and true method of a NOAA weather radio. You can turn on push notifications for your weather apps, including our KIMT StormTeam 3 app. And Dylan from the National Weather Service had another great suggestion.
And then the other thing, the big one, is the wireless emergency alerts, making sure you have those turned on your phone. Those will essentially go off like an Amber Alert, and they go off for any tornado warning issued for your area or any high-end severe weather warning, severe thunderstorm warning, or flash flood warning.
Now that you know what to look for on the day severe weather strikes, here's meteorologist Sarah Knox on how to be prepared before that day arrives.
Getting your family prepared for severe weather season is an important step when it comes to ensuring everyone's safety. Developing a family disaster plan is an easy task and starts with having the right supplies. You'll want to set aside items you may need during a disaster and make them easy to access quickly. Items in the supply kit should include things like water, food, a flashlight, first aid kit, a whistle to signal for help, head protection like helmets or hard hats, and shoes with tough soles in case you have to walk on debris. Next, you'll want to map out an easy-to-follow plan everyone can remember. Find and designate the ideal locations everyone will need to go to in your home when disaster strikes. For example, during a tornado, you'll want to go to the basement or an enclosed room with no windows on the lowest floor. Also discuss what to do during an emergency while at work or school. Having a plan, and most importantly, practicing it, will greatly increase you and your family's chances of staying safe and unharmed in the event of destructive severe weather.
In recognition of Severe Weather Awareness Week in Iowa, there will be a statewide tornado drill starting at 10 this morning.